So I just looked at a little interview the new owner of Essence gave, right? And okay, so he's saying they're already strapped for money. Okay? They already strapped. So this is gonna be short lived. Look at this right here. Louisiana still has to give them money for 2026 and they don't have to do it. Okay? So you'll go ahead and voice your opinions on this thing, right? Just go ahead. If you in New Orleans, you in Louisiana, just go ahead. Just go ahead and tell them don't even worry about giving the festival any money because they trash now. This is truly a con. Okay? Just like what Akon did over there in Senegal, this right here is a con to try and get Black American dollars to fund somebody else. They are deconstructing and trying to rebrand something built and made for Black America to give it to somebody else. Talking about Black culture. Black culture is here in the United States of America. Every single country in Africa, every single one has their own culture. Black culture right here. Soul culture right here. So he's trying to get them dollars. And he done went over there just like Akon did in Senegal. Okay? So he done went over there and sold them people over there in Africa. I'm not sure what countries. Sold them people over there some dream. Okay? When he know doggone well he need the funds from Black America. He done went over there and sold them people a freaking dream. And then run that thing through Black America. That thing sounds just like a con. A con game. Don't support Essence Festival. Don't support it. Because remember, we don't have a culture, remember? Remember what the new CEO said? She's talking about something. The source, a culture. Okay, I guess we not good enough to have one. Okay? But for some reason, you want our money and our culture to go overseas. Okay? We don't have one. We not good enough for our own culture, but you want it. No. That's not how that's going to roll. No. Black Americans, do not buy a ticket to that Essence Festival. Do not. They are using your dollars to fund some other stuff. And former employees already wrote about this. They don't even work there anymore. So don't worry about all that. Former employees, 80% of the original staff was furloughed. Okay? They don't even work there no more. All right? So you don't even have to worry about all that. Oh no. I done checked it out. Furloughed. Okay? They put in new folk. I guess that's why stuff not working. They're trying to use your Black American dollars and your Black American culture. And they done went over there and told them folks, y'all gonna have it. Just like Akon was trying to sell people on that freaking Akon City. And now it's in the dumps. And money had already been spent on it and everything. It's in the dumps. Do not give Essence Festival any of your money. The original Essence is shut down. The Essence we love and know is gone. That's some new branding Essence. It does not belong to us. If it does not belong to us, tell that man to go and get the funds that he wants from all the other countries he's serving. And tell him to fly on over here. He can take it on over there or whatever. And make sure they have the money to buy them tickets. Because in all those countries around the world, them tickets kind of expensive. Okay? Them tickets kind of real expensive. So you make sure you get them they flights and everything to come on over here and fill them seats. But Black America, Louisiana, all 50 of these states with Black Americans in them, we don't need to fund it. We don't need to fund it. No, because if they're trying to rebrand it for everybody else need to pay for it. Because we weren't good enough. Because remember, according to the world, we don't have a culture. We not funding nobody off our stuff. Okay? No. Run in and he swooped in to buy it. Because the idea was Black American dollars. Black America has a 1 point something trillion dollar, almost $2 trillion buying power. Okay? We have the largest buying power just in our ethnic group alone. We have the largest buying power out of all the countries, the black, racially black countries, just in our uncultured selves. Okay, so I suppose since we are uncultured and the Essence Festival of Culture, okay, is now bought up by people who are not Black American, right? Then I guess they need to leave us out of this for real. Okay, let them handle it. Because yeah, a lot of little slick talkers out here on this TikTok. A lot of slick talkers out here. Yeah, it don't belong. You sure don't belong to us no more. You right. You right. That's y'all stuff. We know what our essence is. That's y'all stuff now. Handle it. Handle it. Because we just gonna call up our people and make sure that because it's being rebranded for everybody else, that thing need to move overseas. Because it's not ours. What the flip is that about? Because what he not gonna pull no Akon on us. He not gonna pull no reversal Akon junk on us. We're gonna build something, but we're gonna build it with Black American dollars. And we're just gonna use the name and the fame and try to keep it on the hush. But all those allegations came out. All you gotta do is look up the name. All those allegations came out. All those allegations came out, and it's big from former employees. All those allegations came out. It's been printed on page. It's been printed everywhere. Okay? The allegations were so big that they even had a petition to have all of those people he hired removed and himself from the CEO position, which he had to step down because they were telling the sponsors not to give a goddamn dime unless he was removed from being the CEO. That's how much heat they caught. That's how much heat they caught for trying to rebrand and have this new direction with Black American dollars. That's a lie. Don't pay for anything. They're strapped. 2026, the contract is over for Essence Festival in Louisiana. The only way it can re-up is if Louisiana gives more money. So go ahead, New Orleans, because they was treating y'all dirty. A lot of y'all wasn't able to go to the festival because they shut y'all out. Okay? And then they had a lawsuit on somebody else over there, a bookstore or something like that. A black bookstore. The original Essence would not do that. So no. Don't give them a dime. We can start something else. Don't give them a dime. Let that shut down. Let their Essence shut down. Okay?
So I'm at Essence right now. It's 7:42. Started at 7. They announced the first performers, which were supposed to be Siren, a couple minutes ago. They just cut their music. They never came out. If you look around, it is so empty. And I understand people are going to be late, but where is everybody? What's going on? Where are the performers? Where are the performers?
I'm sitting here with you. I don't know.
It's interesting. Our first Essence has been interesting.
I think it's because it's 4th of July Friday.
Maybe, I don't... Okay. I'm just seeing a lot of trends this Essence with some miscommunications, stuff getting canceled or moved around
all those people
last minute. I don't know. But where are the performers?
Listen, I don't mess with diaspora wars because I love black people. I love all black people. And I love black cultures. But let's be, like, for real. People really in the diaspora was really shitting on Black Americans. For whatever reason, they tried to say we didn't have culture. They've been saying it for years. The anti-blackness when it came to Black Americans was high. I saw it. I just didn't comment on it because I don't want to participate in diaspora wars. But I didn't know that they were really taking that seriously. I didn't know that they believed it. I thought they were just trolling black people. But Essence Fest really showed them that we do have culture, didn't it? Because we didn't show up. And the fact that you took a festival that has traditionally been known as Black American culture, you cannot deny it. I guess you tried. You tried it. because that's Black American culture through and through. It was even in the movie Girls Trip. What did y'all think that was? And now you're going to try to do Essence Fest. That's why there wasn't nobody there. Talk about some, what was it, Jollof rice competition? Are you serious? Like, are we being for real right now? I'm just happy that in this moment, people are really starting to wake up to the reality that is Black American culture. Between Black Americans sticking together and not going out and fighting ICE, and Black Americans not showing up for SFS when our culture isn't represented. Y'all finding out, ain't you? I'm serious. And I'm glad that you are finding out, because let's just put this to bed. Let's put it to rest that Black Americans don't have culture, because now you're finding out when we don't show up. All of a sudden, it's where the Black Americans. I thought we didn't have culture. Why are you worried about us? And this is my thing. Y'all never apologize. You just expect us to come. You think we forgot about the things you said about us? I don't understand why people don't come back to us, Latinos included, and say, you know what, there is anti-Blackness. We were talking about you. And you know what, now we recognize the error of our ways. We're sorry and we need your help. No, you don't do that. You just expect us to do it. And then when we don't do it, you say we're next. Okay, let's find out.
Yeah, the Black Americans, they won't be back to the Essence Festival. I just watched some videos and I didn't. Yeah, they won't be back. That lady said the originals are here. The original what, ma'am? Y'all are mad disrespectful. Mad disrespectful. But hey, you know what? You bought it. Good luck with it. Good luck with it.
So now Africans and Caribbeans are calling Black Americans xenophobic once again for not approving of the Essence Festival because they co opted it, or a person that represents them co opted it and only prioritized African heritage and lineage, which that's not what Essence Festival was all about in the first place. But yet again, that's just another thing of people basically over centering themselves in what we created and what we cultivated. You feel me? Calling us xenophobic, saying that we don't appreciate shit, but it's completely okay for them to say whatever the hell they want 365 days out of the year about Black Americans. People crying on the internet. I think I seen somebody on live getting mad because it's actually an African was saying that, hey, Black Americans are one of the most successful Black ethnic groups in the world. And then you got the Caribbeans being mad like, that's not a fact, that's not a fact. Yes, that's a fucking fact, okay? If that wasn't a fact, you wouldn't have people from all these developing countries mass migrating to the United States. The number one Black ethnic group in the United States is Black Americans in the country where they're from. We are from the United States, and we make up the majority of Black people in this country. And we are an ethnic group from the Western world, all right? So that means that our dollar stretches far beyond any other developing country. So we are one of the most successful Black ethnic groups in the world. That is a fucking fact, and people need to get the fuck over it. I'd rather you ignore that than to say that it's not true. Y'all ignore everything else, but don't dare say that that's not fucking true. You feel me? My people didn't fuck with the Essence Festival. Get the fuck over it, G. It is what it is.
With all due respect to the ADOS's, FBAs, to the Pretendians, to the Solanis, to the Black Americans, African Americans, to the ones that are on TikTok, to the ones that are on social media, perpetuating misinformation and disinformation in your community. What is the end goal? What is your end goal? I need you to understand this. I need you to digest this. Xenophobia amongst oppressed communities is nothing but self-destruction. I learned a while ago it's important to start listening to people that came before you, because they have experiences that you have never had. And it does break my heart to see so much misinformation and disinformation perpetuated on this app, especially when it comes to the Essence Festival. The Caribbean and Africans, they want what we got. They want what we got. We always ran Essence. We always ran Essence. What the fuck? Y'all should be embarrassed. The truth is, you don't know who is Caribbean. And most of the time, y'all don't know who African until y'all see their names. I'm going to read off my notes so I can be succinct. I'm not trying to hold you. So let's go back to 44 years ago. From 1981 to the year 2000, the editor-in-chief, the person who is the top decision maker of Essence Magazine. Now, mind you, the person who sets the tone, the voice, the overall style of the publication, decides what topics are covered and how they're framed, approves or even kills major stories, headlines, and visuals, quality control, brand strategy, content calendar oversight. And she was also the public representation for Essence Magazine, was a Caribbean woman. Susan L. Taylor is a first-generation American, like myself. She comes from an ethnically mixed background, Trinidad and St. Kitts. So all of this nonsense that you guys have been perpetuating on this app about black immigrants and their children, for 19 years, Susan L. Taylor was the face of Essence Magazine. That nonsense y'all been saying online has quickly been debunked. You people care. Y'all not tired? Y'all not tired. Nobody wins with xenophobia. Xenophobia amongst oppressed communities is self-destruction. Y'all swear in y'all minds that we are not in 2025. That we as consumers are not consuming media completely different than we were before. Where's the 8-tracks? Where's the records? Where's the cassette players? CDs are still around. Records kind of make a comeback. Where's the VCR? Where's the motivation from your children on Mondays or even Friday night to watch their favorite television shows? There's none. There's Hulu. There's Netflix. I can watch it later. I can stream it later. Where's your motivation to go out and buy a copy of Essence Magazine? How many of you guys actually subscribe to Essence Magazine? How many of you guys have Essence Magazine coming to your home? Too many of you guys are nothing but agents of chaos. You are anti-intellectuals. You are anti-information. You are xenophobic. You guys are bigots and certainly disingenuous. Imagine not being a critical thinker, but having an opinion. Black people, we are in trouble. We are in trouble. We in trouble, yo. I'll catch you in part 2, where I'm going to give you the real information about what's going on with Essence.